Our small business failed big time. Listen, as a small business owner, you're going to fail every day. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But we failed in some pretty big ways this year. And I'm going to tell you like the five biggest fails that we had. And we're going to be feeling the repercussions of these for a while. And there's, always a possibility that one of these big mistakes could be the end of Paper Crane Shop. If you're new here, my name is Laura, and together with my daughter Alicia, we run Paper Crane Shop. We make cute and colorful accessories for planning, gifting, reading. We have a store at our local mall here in Twin Falls, Idaho, where we have an in-store cafe. So we make coffees, chais, Red Bull infusions, lemonades, and so much more. So if you're new here, like I try to be like super transparent on this channel, not because I want people to not follow their dreams, but because I want there to be like realistic expectations. And with 2025 coming to a close, of course, like we're just in that era of like looking back, seeing what we've done, how the year's been for us, and trying to decide like how that's going to propel us forward and what we want to achieve in 2026. So I thought that I would make a video to highlight to you guys some of the big mistakes that we made and how we're going to turn those into goals for 2026. Okay, number one, and this like hurts my heart because we were so close. I had a specific sales goal for the year. I wanted to hit this number just to kind of prove to myself that I could, and we missed it by less than $6,000. Listen, of course, we're so excited for the sales that we did make. We're excited, we're thankful, and we're very, very lucky to have made any sales at all, really. But we had a goal. We felt like it was a realistic goal for us, but still pushed us beyond what we were doing at the time that I made this goal. And so to not hit it was sad, but it's okay. It's okay. Just got to keep on pushing. Okay, big fail number two. We released every single product way, way later than I had intended. And this is kind of like 2A. 2A. So not only did we release products super late, that made it so that there was products that I wanted to release that didn't get released at all. We didn't even make them. We didn't even finish designing them. Just like another big fail for us. Number three, and this is really difficult to put into the right words, but the best way that I can put it is like avoiding corporate system setups. Of course, we have like some systems in place for our small business, but I've been so focused on like not being an evil corporate warlord that I didn't want us to get too corporate. But there are certain things that we do need to have systems for that may feel like kind of corporate, but that are necessary. Like at the end of the day, we are a business. We need to make sales to survive, and you have to have systems in place to be able to do that. So there's things that I will always do as a small business owner that are going to keep me way separate from those evil corporate warlords, but there are also some things that they are doing that I also need to implement into my business to stay in business. Number four, this is a really big fail because it affects all areas of my business. Everything that happens here is my responsibility. Even like if an employee makes a mistake, that's on me. Did I train them correctly? Did I voice my expectations of them correctly? Did something not make it out on the floor on time? Things like that. Everything that happens here is my fault. And it's my responsibility, right? So I have trouble letting go of things. And so there's too much on my plate. My plate is overflowing. It's been overflowing, girl. Like it's bad. And so I've been experiencing some really, really heavy burnout. Work-life balance is not a thing for me right now. And I need to change that because it is negatively impacting my business. I'm one person. I can't do all of this by myself. And I need to put changes in place so that my staff is empowered to help me and so that I can continue to grow and improve our business. Like, I can't do that if I'm barely surviving day to day. So, we are focusing on what we are so lovingly calling dead zones. So we're calling them dead zones because they are zones in the store that are not filled with enough inventory to generate the amount of income that we need. And so whether that means having to restock faster or better, or maybe finally making that leap into manufacturing, whatever it is that we need to do, we need to make it work. Um, just for like a little bit of backstory here, almost every single person in this store is like 5'2". I'm 5'1". I think my store manager is maybe 5 feet. Alicia's the tallest at like 5'7". So everything is kind of in the 5'5" area. And maybe we had like every once in like something a little higher and something a little lower, but everything was kind of there. And it is good to fill that like eye range of like the majority of people, but you can't just have your whole top area empty. You can't just have your whole bottom area empty. And we also didn't have like that middle section that we're talking about right now, like that eye level. We didn't have that completely filled either. So we have a lot of empty spots for like the sake of like not making it look cluttered. We like left empty, and now we're realizing like what a mistake that was. So we need to adapt our store and make sure that every corner of our store is generating income or generating brand, like branding. Like for example, like we have a gorgeous pink couch. It generates absolutely no income for us, but it generates a lot of brand recognition. Everybody knows, oh my gosh, that store Paper Crane Shop in the mall. Yeah, they're the ones with the cute little pink couch. Like that's what we need to be doing. That's what we need to be thinking of when it comes to our retail store. It needs to be generating something for our business. So these are all really important topics. We are definitely focusing right now, like something that I literally did earlier today was focused on our like corporate system setup, all the things that we want to change. We didn't just make a list. Like no, we're actively inputting those systems into place right now. I do have a monthly staff meeting that's coming up very soon, and so I'm putting those systems into place now so that I can present them at that employee meeting, retrain the staff, do all that stuff, like be very clear and communicative about like what my expectations are going forward and what they're going to get, obviously, for upping their level of like responsibility and commitment to Paper Crane Shop. When it comes to releasing products very late and missing product launches, I had a management meeting where it was Alicia, myself, and our store manager, and we talked about like this is a list of all of the things that we want to release in Paper Crane Shop. And then we separated it by like seasons to be part of our Halloween collection. This is going to be part of our spring collection, our fall collection, Christmas, blah, blah, blah. Made a list, checked it twice, set it by season, and then we have a huge 2026 calendar. I mean, it's huge. It's like as big as I am, where we have everything color coded. So not just release dates, but design dates, prep dates, because we make everything here. I can't just design things and be like, cool. Like, no, I need to actually like sit down and make them. And then we went in and we filled in all of the events that we want to go to this year, like as far as craft fairs and stuff that we want to return to, and did design days for those in case we wanted to do like specialty items for that, and prep days for those so that we could have a lot of inventory to sell. We don't want to take 80% of the inventory that's at the store to have a good booth set up, and then what if the store is busy and there's nothing on the shelves to sell. Birthdays so that I could take time off. That's going to help with that heavy burnout, hopefully. Actually taking some time off and planning for it and making sure that maybe I'm taking that time off when it's a little bit slower, when we don't have as much going on, so that I don't feel like I'm failing the business by taking like a well deserved rest. So, yeah, I feel like this got really, really heavy. But these are like important things to talk about and think about and consider when it comes to like opening your own small business. Like, opening a small business is one thing, opening a store is totally, totally different. These are different challenges. I'm learning different things. I'm failing every day, but I hope that I'm also learning every day. And I think that I am. And I'm happy to share that knowledge because, again, I feel like I think I say this like in every video, but we see so much like highlight reels in social media. And so all that you see and all that you share is all wins. And there's definitely time and place for that. And my next video will definitely be some wins and goals that we have for 2026. But I think it's also important to share, the failures. So yeah, those are our 5 big fails for 2025. I think it's important to know them. I think it's important to list them so that I know exactly what I want to work towards next year to avoid those and make all new mistakes. I'm sure I will. Anyway, I gotta go. It's a busy day at the store. But if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos like this. And also, a thing that I'm looking into for the new year is to do something about, like, I'm in my workroom. It's disgusting back here. I want to do something about my workspace. This is not cute, but that's next year's problem. Okay, bye.